Today we're with Elizabeth Volz, founder and writer for Dark Matter Publications, production and hospitality coordinator at multiple concert venues, and a credentials coordinator for many concerts and festivals, including EDC, Electric Forest, and so many more that you've probably heard of. So first, is Volz your last name? Because it's really cool.
Yes, it is. In high school, I got Volkswagen a lot, Voltage. But yeah, no, Volts is actually my real last name.
Yeah, that's really cool. So is it like a positive thing that people were calling you, like a nickname, or they were like,
I embrace it. I don't consider it bullying. I think I use Volkswagen for oh, it doesn't even show on this. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, so and during a lot of Zoom calls I had for work, I changed my username to Volkswagen. So no, I embrace it. It's totally fine.
okay, cool. No, that's an amazing name. But so you're from Michigan?
I am. I am from Mackinac City, Michigan. Have you heard of that?
No, I've never been to Michigan.
That's okay.
What do
That's
you think
okay.
about it?
Yeah, Mackinac City is so we do the thing with your hand showing where you are. It's the your tip of your middle finger. So very north.
Oh, okay. Wait, what is
Does it make
that?
sense to you? We point out where we're from, using our hand because it's shaped like a mitten.
No, I've never heard of that. I'm like, I only know about like the wave and peace sign. I've never heard of putting your hand up and like showing your middle. So you're like, yeah, that's so weird to me. I mean, but like, cool, but I've never.
That's funny.
If you're not
Yeah,
from there, are you not supposed to do this?
no, you can, but it's just it's a map. You don't need a piece of paper. You can literally just point your hand. Detroit would be over here.
Okay.
I live in Grand Rapids, so it's over here, but I'm from Mackinac City and it's up here.
Got it. Okay, now it makes more sense when you put the other landmarks in the other cities.
The other cities. But yeah, I'm from Mackinac City. It's about 4 hours north of Detroit and an hour from Canada.
Okay, I see. So, did you start? So, I guess, how did you get involved in the music world or music scene? And did you start traveling to concerts when you were young, like traveling to those cities, or?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I guess a little background, so like I said, Mackinac City is so far away that you literally had to drive 4 hours to go to a concert. And so I didn't get to go to lots of concerts growing up. My mom always dated guys in bands, so I guess that was my first exposure to that world.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think. My first concert was Allie and AJ, Corbin Bleu, and Drake Bell
Did
in
she
Detroit.
date any of those people? I need to know. Is
Yes.
she in a relationship with Corbin
Yes.
Bleu? Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
Okay. Like,
Maybe.
yeah, she's like, I got you tickets. You're like, nice. She's like, yeah,
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Not quite the right age range, but
Okay.
yeah, so I didn't get to go to concerts growing up really. There wasn't that exposure to that world very early on. Yeah, so I wish I could say yes, from the very beginning I have been a diehard concert person. I would try to get my mom to bring me 4 hours south to go see a concert, but it wasn't feasible all the time. So I was definitely though the one friend that was more obsessed with pop culture and music and all that.
Mm.
Compared to sports, because I am super anti-athletic. Just super, in a small town, what do you do? So yeah, I was that kind of pop culture theater kid. But that was as far as it could go in a small village like that for the most part. My first kind of exposure into the whole music scene was my junior year in college. I was in a news reporting class, and the professor posted about an opportunity with a music publication. And at the time I didn't have a declared major. I was the one person, they were like, you have so many credits, like you have to graduate, like you need to declare.
Okay.
So I was taking news writing because I'm like, I think it's somewhere in communications I want to be, and I do enjoy writing. So yeah, my first like exposure really into the industry was probably my junior year in college, and after getting that internship.
Okay, so were you always like, did you know at least you wanted to be in journalism or in communications before then? Because you said you had like a lot of credits. So
Yeah, I knew that I really enjoyed writing, but I wasn't really sure like how I'd make a career out of that. Um, so yes and no, but later, I think it was later on in the junior year, I had another internship with an arena being an event coordinator's assistant.
Okay.
And so that was like one of the moments that really solidified like, oh, this is what I enjoy doing.
Where'd you go to school again?
So my first 2 years I did, or not my first 2 years, I have my associate's degree through the University of Hawaii. Um,
Wow, okay, I was not expecting that.
yeah, my mom married my stepfather who's in the military. And so they were stationed there, and I was like, okay, like, yeah, I'll live in Hawaii. I'll get an associate's degree. It's fine. But their next move was South Korea. So I came back to Michigan to get in-state tuition, and I went to Grand Valley.
Wow, so you like basically were on your own after that because they had moved or
Yeah, for the most
okay,
part.
yeah.
They lived in South Korea for like 2 or 3 years. But I just kind of knew like I didn't want to live there. Like I'd go visit for like a month at a time. That was awesome. But yeah, it was kind of like return to Michigan to get that cheaper college. And yeah, so I graduated from Grand Valley State University, and that's in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
What were some of those first experiences that you had in music journalism or in the industry that like kind of shaped how you found your
Yeah.
interest in it?
I guess, like looking back at it now too, it helps that I got that internship with one of my best friends, like my now best friends. We weren't best friends at the time, but
Okay.
so, like that made it a really positive experience. But like literally what that internship was is I interviewed bands, and then for the most part, like I would go to concerts and review them. So it was just like, oh, like this is cool. Like I don't really know how you can make money doing this yet, but this is cool.
It's the
So
best during college to just
right.
then you realize, oh, I can't make money doing this.
Exactly. So it was like I enjoy writing, and I guess I look at it more as a hobby now.
Okay.
But so that was like my first that was like what I did at first before diving into the event coordinator position. And so, and when I say event coordinator, like I don't mean just for concerts. Like I think I did like quinceañeras, weddings, like all these crazy events that happened at this arena. And
Okay.
I found out that I just genuinely loved chaos.
I wonder, like, what do you think, like, attracts you to chaos and, like, always having something to, I guess, step into or.
Yeah, I think I just get bored very easily.
Okay.
And so I don't really like jobs where you're just doing the same mundane thing. Yeah, I think that's genuinely like what it is. And I like being able to juggle multiple things at the same time. I've just found that I work better under pressure than not.